I'm reverent. Preach, just protecting my investment. Ask about me, integrity's not a question.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to B2 Fighting Series presents Colosseum Combat 53. This is your main event. Make some noise, Kokomo! Here we go. Fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner, he is a technical brawler representing Team Fusion Jiu-Jitsu and Finney's MMA. Sponsored by Archway Industrial Coatings, Kairos Creative Solutions, and Martin Jetco Heating and Air Conditioning, and Soa State Farm Agency. Weighing in at 135.2 pounds, with an undefeated record of 1 win and 0 losses. From St. Louis, Missouri, Kory, the scientist, Beck! His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the First Farmers red corner, is a freestyle fighter representing Team Cologne. Weighing in at 135.8 pounds, also undefeated with a record of 2 wins and 0 losses. From Portage, Indiana, Henry Huff! This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. Fighters to the center for final instructions by our referee, Josh Stewart.
Gentlemen, went over the rules in the back. Listen to my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. You guys want to touch them up? Let's touch them up. Let's have some fun.
Okay. Set up our main event. Henry Huff in the red tape. Kory Beck in the blue. Henry Huff's known to just kind of trudge forward and take some punches to get that clinch. We'll see if he does it this time. Leg kick. Some nice, crisp boxing there from Kory Beck.
Wow.
Right into the clinch.
It was Huff on the neck.
He's got the hands clasped under that.
You can finish it from half guard, the arm and guillotine, but it's very difficult to do. But it looks like he might be on the neck. Beck's able to improve his position, I think.
Yep. Kory Beck on top in the half guard of Henry Huff. Just kind of hanging out here. Some little pitter patter. Enough to stay busy.
And how impressive was that opening flurry from Kory Beck?
Fantastic. And use it to transition straight into the takedown.
Yeah.
Kory Beck here looking to maybe pass this half guard. Henry Huff doing a good job at maintaining that leg, not allowing him to step into full mount.
Huff starting to come up. Good. Right side
Nice.
underhook. Moving to that seatbelt position.
Got Kory Beck pressed against the cage here.
Yeah, now Huff has to watch out for his neck. Beck doing a good job of using his underhook to pull Huff up.
Ooh, nice hip toss there.
Yeah.
Right into half guard, sorry.
It was close.
Almost full mount.
Yeah, but props,
Henry Huff doing a good job.
props to Henry Huff to regain because he was almost full mounted.
Kory Beck here finally moved into side mount with a nice neck hug. This is a good control position with that neck hug, but not a lot of damage you can inflict. This needs to get that arm right there like that if he's going to do any punches or ground and pound.
Now, what Henry Huff is doing here is actually a submission. You've been seeing this a lot lately out of the 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu system. It is actually like a triangle. The right arm of Henry Huff is choking the carotid of Kory Beck. This is a potential submission here for Henry Huff. And he let
it go.
Yeah, he lets it go. Not worth it.
Henry Huff is really good in the scrambles. Ooh, looking for that anaconda choke right here. Is it anaconda or Darce? Darce choke. And he lost it. Henry Huff recognized that, stood up pressing against the cage and looking for a takedown of his own. Sunk in for the double, elevated, and put him on the mat.
Nice.
And right into half guard.
And, of course, if you're unfamiliar with MMA, tuning in for the first time, the difference between amateur bouts and professional bouts. If this was an amateur bout, the round would have been over already. These guys are fighting for 2 more minutes. These are 5-minute rounds.
It doesn't sound like much, that extra 2 minutes until you experience it.
Yeah.
There's that scramble.
Yeah.
Kory Beck.
Huff is real close to locking his hands, though. He's got, finger on finger right here. If he's able to improve it, Beck's going to go for a ride. Beck needs to address the hands. Beck needs to use his right hand to pry the hands of Huff up.
That overhook he's got there doesn't really do
Yeah.
anything. That's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
And there, like we talked earlier, he battled so hard to get back to his feet, and he's right back on the mat.
Yeah, it's so demoralizing. But Beck is going to work, trying to isolate a hand.
Very game, going right back into attacks.
Yes.
Starting to use that cage to maybe cut an angle. Watch for an arm bar here.
Yeah. If he's able to shave the face.
Henry Huff recognizing that, kind of posturing up, working to pass now. Double under pass.
Nice.
And it's almost executed. Kory Beck sneaked that knee back through.
Nice.
And setting up a triangle off of that almost.
Yeah, I would be surprised if Huff wasn't akin to that.
Definitely. Definitely experienced. He feels these submissions coming on.
Oh!
Ooh, guillotine?
Oh!
A mounted guillotine.
He's under the neck here.
This
is
could be bad.
Yeah, this is close.
Oh, and he pops out.
But he usually
he's
come
in
on
full
top.
mount.
Huff's dropping the elbows. Beck has to move. And Huff is just chilling. He's riding out the round.
Now, Beck's got his feet on the cage here. You can create, okay, it's the round. You can create a lot of explosion for a sweep off
Yeah.
of that. You didn't utilize it, but we're going into round 2.
That was a great round. Back and forth action between both of these guys.
Another one I'm going to say that I would not like to be a judge tonight.
No. The judges are like referees in other sports. They, it's a thankless job. No one is ever happy with them. Tonight they've been having a hard night.
The only time anybody ever acknowledges the judge is when they don't do
Yeah.
it how they feel right.
That's it.
One last time for your red card girl, Shannon.
Now, I like that Beck is not taking the stool here, maybe showing Huff, I'm not tired.
Sometimes that mental game plays a huge factor. I know if you're exhausted and you can't breathe and you look across the cage and see your opponent bouncing around, it's going to take a toll.
Oh, gosh.
I don't see that out of Henry Huff, though.
No.
It looks like he's just as ready.
Yeah.
Round number 2. Henry Huff starting out with some kicks. Kory Beck firing some back of his own.
Yeah. I like how Beck mixed in the foot feint there, stomping on the mat to make your opponent think you're going to move.
Ooh, right into the double. Pressing Kory Beck against the cage. Looking to clasp those hands behind the legs there. Kory Beck doing what he's supposed to. He's digging for that underhook right now, trying to pull Henry Huff's arms up. He needs to really dig, like you were saying earlier, dig with that right hand, that underhook like he's doing to try to prevent what just happened.
Yeah, unfortunate for Beck.
Henry Huff inside mount here. He's doing a good job of isolating the hips of Kory Beck.
Beck trying to use the cage to walk off. That's the right thing to do, but Huff is just smothering him.
Huff with some heavy top game here. Kory Beck looks like he's setting a triangle up, trying to control that wrist maybe.
Yeah, he's going to have a hard time doing it, though, with the left butterfly like he has.
Yep.
And this is a really bad spot for Beck to be in.
Henry Huff, heavy hips here and half guard. I know a lot of fighters are content to play in half guard right here and just work their ground and pound.
Yeah.
Very Randy Couture-esque. He was one fighter that was famous for that.
Yeah. Good job of Beck there to move his hips. He reclaims full guard.
Ooh, nice elbow there. Open guard, Kory Beck.
I see a little blood on the head of Huff. Not sure if it's Beck's or Huff's blood.
Henry Huff just content here in guard, working some heavy ground and pound, keeping that head pressed hard against the cage.
Yeah, and Beck knows if he's able to keep that left underhook like he's been doing, then Huff's not going to be able to come up and just drill him.
Doing well of maintaining, not eating a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He's working for that arm isolation.
Yeah, that one. Oh, you see the cut on Beck.
Ooh, there he's
over the
got
right
that
eye.
arm. Oh. And Henry Huff recognizes that triangle attempt, fights that arm right back in.
Yeah. Here's another one, but Huff is too strong.
Kory Beck just relentless with the submission attacks. And Henry Huff just as relentless with the ground and pound.
And Beck with his back on the cage. You know, he might start trying to walk his back up, get his feet on the mat, but this is a bad spot.
Henry Huff just really good top control here.
Yeah, I mean, he's in complete control.
And now we're seeing the small punches like that. Again, they're not huge punches, but they do add up.
Yeah. And now we're going to see Beck stand up.
There's that cage
Huff
walk
sends
and
him
right
for a
back
ride.
down. There it is.
Yeah. Oh, and the big elbows.
Right away into some hard ground and
Lots
pound.
of blood on Beck.
Kory Beck is not liking those elbows.
No.
This could be the beginning of the end right here for
Yeah.
Kory Beck. That was a hard couple of elbows. Henry Huff posturing up here in half guard. Some hard elbows.
Yeah, this is going to be over soon if he doesn't move.
Josh Stewart watching in on the action.
Huff
He's
doing a
letting
great
him
job.
go.
Oh, he's posting and sliding right off.
You got some blood starting to leak out here. Oh, man. Kory
Beck's
Beck.
he's trying to come up.
What a tough kid.
Oh,
After all of those strikes.
knees to the body. Now the blood of Beck is everywhere.
Josh Stewart watching in hard on the action here.
Oh, my gosh. He's so...
leaking.
Oh, the face of Beck.
And he's still fighting. What a tough
What
kid.
a savage.
Oh, he's fighting for... Nope. Kokomo. Henry Huff elevating the slam again.
Oh,
Back
stop.
to the elbows.
Oh.
Oh,
Beck's on the
right in
armbar.
What kind of comeback win would this be?
Short
Fighting
time.
hard for that
Yeah.
armbar. 10 seconds left in this round. Can Kory Beck finish the armbar covered in blood? Henry Huff just content to wait this out.
Yeah, he's got Beck stacked.
Wow.
This fight might be over
Wow.
between rounds. Beck is cut up.
We're going to put a lot of hands into somebody to get that thing stopped right now.
Yeah, don't be surprised.
When it's over the eyes like that, and any time that it's going to create...
What is on his forehead? Is that a cut? Is that a
It
cut
looks
on
like
his
some of
forehead?
his hair and blood and a cut. See if we can get a close-up of that.
Is it?
Man, he's just leaking, and he was fighting back the whole time. Being over the eyes, as long as he can see,
Yeah.
being pros, they might let it go.
The doctor's not even going to get in to look at him, it looks like.
I tell you, his cornermen need to be working on locking that up right now.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Yeah.
They need to be packing some Vaseline in that thing, and they're not even touching it.
No.
Unreal.
What's going on?
It sounds like the cornerman needs some medical training there.
Yeah,
Somebody
what-
needs to be touching that thing. That's a fail on the cornerman's part. They didn't even wipe the blood off of it.
No.
Okay, maybe they think it's better for Vaseline.
Now they're going. Now he's going to look.
If I'm Kory Beck's coach
Yeah.
right now, or his cornerman, I'm doing everything possible to get that cut look as minimal as possible.
And they didn't
So when
even
the
address
doctor
it.
does come
Yes.
to look, it looks fine.
Yes.
You want your fighter to continue at all costs.
Says he's good, I think.
Kory Beck, just a tough dude.
Yeah. Golly, I mean, he took so much punishment and still almost pulled out an armbar to finish the round.
After all that, he had the cognitive ability to continue to fire submissions. Amazing. Right in for that double.
Wow.
He sensed the desperation in this one.
Huff is on the neck.
Back to that guillotine.
Yeah.
Mounted guillotine.
This is tight. Oh!
Guillotine. He finishes it. The mounted arm in guillotine. With all that blood. That's not an easy submission to pull off when you're all slick. Kory Beck shoots in. Henry Huff snatches up that neck, and Kory knew it right away, rolls to his back. Henry Huff stayed on it the whole time, just relentless on that arm in guillotine, and finishes it.
Well, Beck knew he had to get on top. He could not be on bottom.
Could sense the desperation in the beginning of that round.
What a warrior Kory Beck is.
Most definitely. Fight definitely lived up to the main event.
Absolutely. And these Team Cologne guys are scary.
Definitely. You can tell those guys are putting in work. You don't even have to look in the gym to see it.
You know, Kory Beck came out and he had the initial flurry and takedown to start the fight, but other than that, mostly controlled by Henry Huff.
Yep. Good control, good ground and pound, solid ground and pound. On point with those elbows.
All right, we're going to wrap up our main event of the evening with ring announcer Brady L. Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 11 seconds in the third round of your main event, your winner by tap out due to guillotine, Henry Huff! Once again, Chris, lights out Lido with your post-fight interview.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right, what's happening? I'm here with the winner. Henry, what a great fight right there. A tough, grueling fight. 3 rounds. It looked like he got you in a bad position a couple of times in the first round, and you weathered the storm. How'd you feel about that?
You know, when he took me down in the beginning, I was kind of pissed off, to be honest with you. Excuse my language. I don't know if I should be saying that or not. But I was a little upset because I didn't want to give up any takedowns. And I gave up 2 in the fight, so I'm going to get back in the gym and I'm going to work my ass off and making sure that doesn't happen. When he shot that last one, I knew I had the guillotine, so I kind of dropped with it. But that's still an amateur mistake. You should never drop to your back for a guillotine. I would first and foremost want to thank my beautiful wife. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now. I would have retired during the pandemic when I find a fight. You know, my coach, Steve Colon, really helped me out, inspired me to keep my ass in the gym and train. And I also want to say, for all those people out there, they're always sleeping on me, you better stop, because pretty soon you're going to have to recognize my skill set. He didn't want to stand with me after I hit him a couple times, so he wanted to initiate the grappling exchange. I'll stand and bang with you. I'll submit you. I'll cut you up with elbows. I want the Colosseum combat, 135-pound champ. And if he doesn't want it, when I first made my pro debut, there was a guy who decided he wanted to get on social media and run his mouth a little bit. And I don't think my boy Lloyd Carter's ever going to put him away. So James Porter, if you want it, you can come and get it. You say you're Indiana's MMA. I got news for you. The only thing you're known for is getting knocked out by Cody Garbrandt and submitted by Sergio Pettis. And then if you fight me, you'll get retired by Henry Huff. Come and get it.
A lot being said right there. Congratulations on a good fight.
All the way up with the same ones that was down from the jump. Day one, same ones been around when there ain't funds. Even got love for fake ones that changed up like they break one.